Hey guys, this is Oracle Daphne. My name is Beth, and I'm back today because I wanted to record a video that is a pick a card reading that's basically all about your connection. So if there's a person that you've been wondering about, or you're wondering about, somebody in your life that's maybe not talking to you, or you're wondering about somebody that you're dating or that you're even in a relationship to, this reading is going to be for you. I was kind of called to do this. I don't know why. I love these kinds of videos, so I wanted to do one for my channel and for my viewers, and hopefully everybody will like it. So I'm going to hold up 3 cards. I'm going to just kind of jump right in, hold up 3 cards, and you basically pick, whatever card you resonate with, and then I'm going to go through and reveal as I go along, and hopefully somebody will put the timestamps below. I'm really bad about putting timestamps. I'll try to get to it, but hopefully somebody will be kind enough to add the timestamps in. That way people can skip ahead if they like. Before I get started, I do want to say that this is kind of a last call today and tomorrow for people to book private readings until August 19th. So those of you who want to get a private reading today, tomorrow, would be the last couple of days to do so, and until basically the end of the summer. So, but I do offer private readings, and you can check out all the links and stuff are on my website, oracledaphne.com. I do also want to say this video is also sponsored by Jackery. I highly recommend people checking out their solar power generators. I have had psychic visions of power outages, and I am an affiliate of Jackery, so definitely recommend that. And I just want to say thank you for everybody being, amazing, supporting fans and followers. I have a lot of really hardcore fans and followers that have followed me for a long time, and I've gone through a lot with my channel, so I just want to say a big thank you to everyone in advance. And if you're new, I just did a trailer, channel trailer for my channel, basically giving you guys an update of what's going on with me. And I really enjoy reading, and hopefully I'll be able to continue doing readings for this channel. And I'm, throughout the summer, I'm going to try to record as much as I can. So that's the goal. But I also want to say that I always try to do what I'm called to do. That's the most important thing for me. So I was called to kind of do this one. I don't know why, but like I said, I really like these kinds of videos. So let's jump in. Card 1, group 1. It's going to be this card here. Card 2, group 2 is this card here. And card 3, group 3 is this card here. Okay. So again, we got group 1, group 2, and group 3. So group 1, I'm just going to start with you guys and jump in. Basically, this is just check out to see what the energies are. This card is actually the interesting Wheel of Fortune in my Marseille deck. In the upright position, this is a yes. So those of you who are wondering, are you going to be together with someone? The answer is yes. I would be careful. The only caution is with the wheel, the only caution is to be considerate of others. And know that, the message is what goes around comes around. So there's a lesson about karma here. So you may be wondering about, a karmic partner, or there may be something that you're kind of wondering about a specific person that maybe kind of, I hate to say this, but did you wrong in some way. Or, you're wondering about a person that's no longer in your life, and, if you're asking, are you going to see them again? Yes. Are you going to be together with them? Yes. Are you going to work things out? Yes. Now, the thing about karmics is that karmics are there to teach you a lesson. Karmic relationships can last a really long time. And it depends on like the lessons involved, you know. Some karmic lessons are harder than others. And not all karmic relationships end in pain and suffering and heartbreak and all that stuff. So it really is going to depend on the other cards that I see and I pull. So I'm going to pull some other cards just to kind of clarify and see what else is going on here. You know, if you're asking about a person, maybe did you wrong, obviously you're not going to want to be with that person again. You know, or if you're in a relationship to a karmic, let's just say hypothetically a relationship to a karmic and they did you wrong and you're with them still, then that's part of the lesson, you know. Some people have to learn to leave. That's coming through very strongly. And you know, like myself, I always talk about, you know, in my relationships, I always talk about how I'm kind of like the gypsy soul. It's really hard for me to stay. It's really hard because you know, I don't know if it's just because I'm picky or if it's just because I have an ideal of what I want, or, you know, I get disappointed very easily or I get bored easily. It's more just like, it's hard for me to find a person or a place or a relationship that feels safe and feels comfortable and feels like home to me. And I think all of us on some level are looking for that. We don't even realize it, you know. The hard part is that we get into relationships that maybe aren't good for us. They teach us a lesson. Sometimes we stay when we should go. And sometimes we leave too soon because we don't really give things a chance. It just depends on the situation. I feel like if you're asking about a person, there is a person that's watching. Their person is very much overburdened by work. But for some of you, this is a person who's not into you. I will tell you that. They're not into you. If they're focused on work and they can't make time for you, or they're focused on other things and there's, you know, they're not making you factoring into your life. It's like that episode of Sex and the City where she's like, Big did not factor Carrie into his move to Paris. She wasn't part of the discussion. You may be dealing with someone who has some narcissistic tendencies also, like people that do not ask questions, like the kind of person that, and this is, I'm just going to say this, it's very important to be in a relationship to someone who checks in with you. If they do not check in with you, then they may have some narcissistic tendencies. Narcissists tend to, like, to me, like, it's like you can tell a narcissist or someone who's just incredibly selfish, if they're not checking in with the person. If they're saying, hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling? You know, if they go out to dinner and they say, you know, so how's your dinner? You know, or how, you know, are you enjoying your wine? Or, you know, how, you know, are you having a good time? Or, you know what I mean? Like some of this could check in with you and say, how's your day? You know, how are you doing? You know, like, what's going on with you? Like, if they never ask those questions, and to me, it's like you're dealing with a narcissist. I hate to say that. So some of you may be wondering about an ex-partner, somebody who's like, you know, you broke up with, because we do have this card, which is about a breakup or a divorce. So maybe you broke up with someone and you're wondering, like, you know, just kind of check in and see, like, are you going to be together with this person, or, you know, are they going to be part of your life? You know, just to see, maybe, like, some people, like, kind of want to keep track of, like, where somebody else's head is at too. And I feel like if that's you, like, the person that you're asking about has other things going on. They may not even be really interested in relationships right now. But I will tell you, ladies, if you're watching for an ex-boyfriend specifically, or an ex, you know, husband or somebody, men move on really quickly, okay? Within 36 to 48 hours, they are banging someone else. Like, and I will just say that. Like, they don't waste much time. It's, if you wanted to find out what's going on with their love life, you know, and all of that, I would tell you, number one, I actually would tell you to not go there, because you're bleeding energy into them and into their life, when you need to pull it back in and be like, yeah, this is what I'm doing with me, and shut the door on that relationship. Okay. Some of you are going to be moving. You got the moving card. And this is all going to be a thing of the past. Like, you're going to move or move on from this person, and this is a thing, going to be a thing of the past. This person in your life is going to be a thing of the past. I can tell some of you, like, really have had strong feelings for this person. Maybe you're still in love with this person, you know? But there's cards here that really don't talk about relationships. Are you going to hear or healthy relationships? I feel like you or they are going to move on from this. That's the bottom line, whoever this is, whether this is somebody you broke up with or you got a divorce from, or someone that's in your life. I feel like currently, I feel like they're not going to be part of your life later in time. It just does not look that way. You may communicate with them again. You may get a text message, an email, something, but ultimately, you know, you've got this card about, this is a card about rejection, you know, or a card about someone ignoring you or someone being unresponsive. To me, this is needing to move on with their life. So group one, I would tell you, bring the focus in on you, you know, call your parts home, you know, come back into yourself and be like, yeah, I'm going to do me for right now and move on from this person. Group two, moving on to group two, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Doesn't have to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio male. I do also see this as a Libra male. If this is your person, but that could be their sign. Okay. I'm also saying it could be also Gemini or Virgo energy, because there's a lot of energy around his crown. You know, I feel like Virgos and Gemini typically have that energy. They're like, the energy's all like in their head. So what's going on with your person? I feel like they once had feelings for you, but now they do not. Or once you had feelings for them and now you don't. Or there's an issue about feelings here and I don't know why. There's a lot of hurt feelings here because we have the Three of Swords. I feel like you're going to meet somebody else. I honestly feel like you're going to meet somebody else. I actually feel like you're going to meet somebody else and you're going to get married to somebody else. That's the answer for this group. It's really straightforward. The outcome is the Lovers. But we have the Two of Pentacles in the position of attitude. So this person, and okay, so like for some of you, this person is already married. If this person is already married, then this is a relationship you need to move on from. If you are married, let's just say, and want to know about a person, I feel like there's a lot of hurt feelings, and I feel like if they had feelings for you in the past, I don't necessarily feel like, yes, they might still have some residual feelings for you now, but going forward, they're going to be moving on with their life. I feel like we have the Knight of Swords, and to me, that's moving forward. That's forward momentum. This person, I feel like, is moving forward with a very sharp laser focus and with a certain aggression too. Like, they're very determined, to kind of to move ahead in life, to get places in life, to go places in life. You know, I feel like, there's a lot of fears and worries here around this relationship, or there is kind of some paranoia or fears or worries about this relationship, but I don't necessarily feel like this relationship is going anywhere. If you're in a relationship to somebody who's married, the relationship is not going anywhere. If you are married, then you may have had significant problems in your relationship as well, and to me, it feels very like there's a lot of conflict within the relationship, or kind of like hemming and hawing. Do you stay or do you go? There's some energy too here about, I think of this card as the daffodil. Okay. This is a card, to me, the Three of Wands is a daffodil, where it's like a daffodil blooms in the springtime. It's like one of the first things that blooms. And then it slowly, over time, fades and dies. And to me, this is a relationship that's run its course. For many of you, like, you're in a relationship that's run its course. You cannot continue. You may try to continue. People that are in kind of like a trench or try to continue in relationships typically go around in circles or have this rehash stuff or like have the same problems over and over again. And it's kind of toxic. You know, so you may be in some sort of loop or some sort of pattern or something like that. You know, you have the Ten of Cups showing up here too, which to me, like, is a strong, you know, there's a strong passion or strong sexual chemistry or desire for this person. But those of you who are in a relationship, the relationship has run its course. If you are in a, you know, you're asking about a person specifically that may be married, I feel like the relationship may, you know, can't go anywhere. It absolutely cannot go anywhere unless they were to become single. You know, I don't necessarily feel like that's going to happen. I always tell people, you know, there's a lot of people who wait. You know, some of you may be waiting for someone who's in a relationship. But I don't feel like that's necessarily going to help you. I would tell you to move on with your life. I would tell you to, in some way, you need to switch paths. You need to decide, okay, I'm going to switch paths. I'm going to do something different in my life. And I'm going to go and do something else. Or I'm going to go and I'm going to date somebody else. For some of you, need to make some hardcore decisions. And like, to me, it's like you need to get back out into the field and start dating other people and focus on meeting new people, dating, meeting new people. That's the Four of Wands. To me, that is dating. That's, you know, going out. That's being really happy, you know. Find your happy. Find your zen. I feel like if you continue to be invested in somebody who's not single, you're just going to be kind of dragged to the mud. You get the shitty end of the stick. It's not the best. And those of you who are married in this group, I do feel like you may be kind of trying to continue something in which, in which it's run its course already. Maybe you have strong religious beliefs, or you really believe, you know, you want to try to stick it out, things like that. And this is where I would tell you to get a private reading, especially those of you who are married and you're trying to figure out, okay, should I stay or should I go? What should I do? You know, people have their own reasons for wanting to stay in relationships, and all of those are valid reasons. Like, people stay, you know, because if they were to leave, their kids wouldn't eat. You know, people stay because if they were to leave, they wouldn't be able to make their car payment. And if they can't make their car payment, they can't get to work. You know, people stay in relationships because if they were to split up, they might be homeless. You know, they might not have any place to go. You know, relationships can be isolating. They can be, you know, as toxic as they are, they can be, you know, very isolating, and it can be very difficult for some people to figure out an alternative solution to their life. So I do understand, you know, people have valid reasons for doing what they do, but I'm just doing a reading about each situation. And if you're in a situation where you feel like you can't leave or you don't want to leave, that's totally your call, and it's totally up to you. And but if you're the person but essentially you're going to continue to have the same problems, or at least for this period of time, you're going to have problems and situations that kind of things that rehash themselves, you know. And you may have some problems that you really just need to iron out within the relationship. Each relationship is going to have its own set of problems. I want to move on to group 3, and group 3 is this card, and this is the Mother Earth card. Just in case this video gets cut off, I will try to, this keeps happening to me, I will try to post another one where I continue for group 3. But group 3, you can see the Mother Earth card is about pregnancy. Or wanting the desire for children. For some of you, this is being very in touch with Mother Earth, gardening, plants. You might be on the path of medicine. You may be a doctor. You may be into holistic medicine. Doctor, nurse, in the medical field. For some of you, I'm seeing that. I feel like there is a lot of beautiful things going on with her energy. So those of you who are watching, I want to commend you actually, because your energy is really, really cool and really amazing. And definitely shout out and say hi and let me know what your Instagram is so I can follow you. But it's a beautiful feminine energy that I like to see. A healthy, to me, this is also a healthy, happy pregnancy. Those of you who are watching that maybe just find out you're pregnant or may become pregnant soon. This is like a very healthy, happy pregnancy. I see that. And for some of you, like fertility is something that maybe you're wanting, or maybe you're trying to have like another child. For some of you, I'm seeing that also. And I feel like that is very blessed, because we have the Sun card also here too. Those of you who are wanting children, there's something about children here and it's coming through very strongly. Maybe you're wanting to get pregnant with a specific person. I don't know why this would be coming up for this reading. It's like the energy that's coming through, but maybe it's, either you're in a relationship to someone and you want to know, how things are going, and I'm picking up that you're pregnant, or maybe you're wondering about a specific person, and that person you might end up getting pregnant with. Now, I want to tell you this is funny. People, to me, this could be unexpected. And I definitely feel, I'm definitely seeing some level of unexpected, because I'm going to tangle on that. Because there's another card here that to me talks about things that are unexpected. So, if you're asking about a person, your person, might become like the father of your child, your future child, or your person may become the mother of your future child. Definitely. There's a strong, and I feel like it's a strong feminine energy. So it could be a baby girl, but I'm not saying it couldn't be a boy either, but I feel like it's a strong feminine energy. So, could be a baby girl. I don't want to spoil it. I have to read what I see, but I don't want to spoil it, but I'm just telling you, like, there's something here about a future child, a future pregnancy. Some of you maybe have been waiting to hear back from this person or wanting to be in a communication with them. Maybe it's been a while since you talked to them. So maybe it's like somebody that you maybe went on a date, or you hung out, or maybe there's like a communication thing that's going on. I don't know what that would be, but it's like it's almost like this person feels kind of distant from you in some regard. And I don't know what distant, could be long distance relationship, or somebody from the past that you're wanting to know about, or somebody that's no longer in your life. Maybe they ghosted you, or maybe they, for whatever reason are no longer in your life, and you're wanting to know about the future of that relationship. I feel like there's a lot of unexpected stuff here with this person. So I feel like unexpectedly they may come into your life. And I feel like, to me, it feels very much like an ex or an ex-partner that you're wanting to ask about too. I feel like you or they are very busy. Maybe you just have lost touch, or maybe you just haven't had a chance to connect. If the question is that you're going to connect, I feel like for some of you, the answer is yes, and for some of you, the answer is going to be no, and that may be very frustrating. This person that you're wanting to know about, there is, for some of you, there is something about needing to let them go. releasing the ex-partners, releasing the past. There's also something here about stubbornness. So your person that you're asking about might be very stubborn, might be resisting a relationship, might be resisting commitment in some way. So this is like, this could be very guy-girl where, or girl, guy too, like that. This could be applicable where someone wants a commitment and the other person doesn't, or you're just not really on the same page about some of the things that you want in life. Maybe some of you want children, the other person doesn't. Maybe some of them are older and like maybe they already have had kids, things like that. The message here is to embrace peace no matter what. I feel like you will make your peace with this person or make your peace with this situation, but I would definitely keep your boundaries, keep healthy boundaries. If it's an ex that maybe things didn't go well, like I feel like for some of you, you need to keep a healthy boundary with that person. That's what I want to say. Do I feel like you're going to end up with this person? I feel like most of you, they're only in your life for a certain period of time or for a certain reason. It doesn't feel like they're in your life for forever. There's a lot of changes that they're going through, or you're going through a lot of changes. So to answer your question, I don't necessarily feel like you will end up with them. It's more of like a maybe. But maybe, and most likely not. That's what I want to say. But there's a lot of things to be worked through. If you were to work through some things, then maybe I'd have to, this is more complicated groups, I'd say, I'd reach out to me for a reading. So I do want to leave off here. Thank you guys so much for watching and being supportive fans and followers. I wish everyone the best. I send everyone big hugs, big kisses. And thank you so much. And I'll talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care. All the best. Bye.